Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. My name is Lisa Marie, and if you are new here, this channel is all about inspiration and living your best life. So you want to subscribe for more inspiring videos like this one. In today's video, I want to talk about my top 3 visualization techniques or tools to really level up your manifestation game and help you with your visualization efforts to really attract your dream life. There are so many out there, but I want to focus on my top 3 today and then maybe do a future video where I talk about the other ones. If you don't know what I mean when I speak about visualization, I've made a video on the law of attraction and also explaining the visualization process, so you can watch this video before you watch this one. But basically, visualizing means that you imagine a goal or dream that you have and really imagine all the details and the emotions that you're gonna feel once you have achieved that goal, and that will help you actually attract it into your life, because the law of attraction states like attracts like, or whatever you focus on, you're gonna attract into your life. But I highly recommend watching my law of attraction video first so you know what I'm talking about, and then continue watching this video where I talk about 3 techniques or tools that can actually help you to level up your manifestation game. Number 1, the 17 seconds rule. What is the 17 seconds rule? Basically, it is a rule that you can attract your dream life within 17 seconds. Sounds crazy, right? But according to Abraham Hicks, it is definitely possible. Abraham Hicks is a group consciousness from the non-physical dimension channeled by Esther Hicks, or Esther doesn't say she's channeling it, but she says it's more like inspiration. But anyways, Abraham Hicks is like a group consciousness. And they say that you can attract your dream life within 17 seconds if you follow a very specific technique that I'm going to show you now. So how does the 17 seconds rule work? Basically, all you need to do is have 17 seconds of pure thought. Pure thought without any distraction or contradiction. So you have a goal, let's say you want to manifest a specific amount of money, and you focus on that amount of money for 17 seconds and how you're going to attract it into your life and how it's going to feel like. It's very important to pair it with an emotion, as I explained in my previous law of attraction video. It's always about the emotion. But basically, you're gonna spend 17 seconds imagining you having that amount of money and the emotions that you're gonna feel. And why 17 seconds? Abraham Hicks says that 17 seconds is the ignition point for all manifestation. And it is the combustion point, so the point when the manifestation becomes very strong and powerful. And the way you're gonna do it is you're gonna set a timer for 17 seconds and really focus on your desire without any distraction. And then after 17 seconds, you can set another timer for 51 seconds and repeat the process. Why 51 seconds? 17 plus 51 is 68 seconds, and 68 divided by 4 is 17. So the idea behind this is 17 seconds is the ignition point. And if you manifest something for 17 seconds 4 times, you make your desire much stronger. Because after 17 seconds, you have an additional thought surrounding that topic. And after another 17 seconds, you're gonna have an additional thought. And after another 17 seconds, you're gonna have an additional thought again. So you have at least 4 thoughts around this topic, and the emotion that you're gonna feel regarding your desire is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And that means after 68 seconds, you have created so much momentum and so much positive energy around your desire to actually manifest something or generate the manifestation. And it will really help you to get into alignment with your desire. And the theory behind this is every single thought has a vibration, right? And the more you think about something and the more you focus on something, the more energy you are building around this thing, the vibration of it will become so strong that you will really attract it into your life. Because every thought is manifesting or creating something. And right now, what you're thinking right this second is determining your future. So right now, you are actually creating your future. And if you spend 68 seconds focusing on one thing and pairing it with a positive emotion, you are powerfully creating your future. So try to use the first 17 seconds to really feel the emotion and really live in the moment, and try not to contradict yourself. And then use the remaining 51 seconds to really fill it with details. How's it going to look like once you have achieved your goal? What are you going to do with all your money, using the same example we used before? And really fill it with all the details and try to feel the emotion even more. And then let it go. Because you have done your work and the universe will take it from here. Let it go, live your life, occupy yourself, make yourself busy, don't think about it anymore because you have done your work. As always, this needs practice, and don't be angry at yourself if you find yourself having bad thoughts. Just go back and do another 17 seconds and really try again to focus on positive thoughts. You are human, it's normal, and I feel like it's also a very great tool to see what your blockages are. So if you think about your desire and you try to be positive, but a negative thought comes up, you know what is blocking you. And you can find a way to work around this, but I feel like it's very good for becoming aware of what is holding you back. Also, just try an affirmation. Sometimes if you have an affirmation that really works for you and that's really strong, and you repeat it for 17 seconds, that really helps you to get into that positive mindset and prevents you from having negative thoughts. Also, after this exercise, you will be left with a lot of excitement and positivity and positive emotions, and that will set you up for the day, and you will carry those positive emotions throughout the entire day, which will help you to raise your base vibration and really attract a lot of positive things into your life. So try the 17 seconds rule. I mean, what do you have to lose? It's just 17 seconds, or if you do the whole exercise, 68 seconds. So a little bit more than a minute. So that should be definitely doable. Especially if you keep in mind, Abraham Hicks said that this 17 seconds rule equals 2,000 man hours of work. So if you keep that in mind, 17 seconds are nothing, and you should really just try to implement it. My second technique is one of my absolute favorites, and I call it hand on my heart. Basically, I just put my hands on my heart and I really feel my heart, and that helps me to generate a lot of positive emotions. And while I'm doing this, while I'm putting my hands on my heart, I imagine achieving my goals or living my dream life, because that really helps me to pair the emotion with the details or the imagination and really make my manifestation a lot more powerful. But why does it work? There is actually a lot of research behind this, especially from the HeartMath Institute. They are only now beginning to understand the actual intelligence of our heart. Evidence shows indeed that our heart actually plays a much greater role in our mental, emotional, and physical processes than previously thought, because our heart actually creates an electromagnetic field around it with every heartbeat. And this electromagnetic field is actually much more potent and much more powerful than the electromagnetic field generated by the brain. In fact, it's actually 60 times greater in amplitude than brain waves. And this powerful electromagnetic field can be detected and measured several feet away from a person's body, and actually in between two individuals within proximity. So that explains why you can feel how somebody else is feeling even if you don't talk to them. It's because of their electromagnetic field that is generated by their heart. And research shows that this electromagnetic field contains certain information or coding. And one of the most significant findings of the HeartMath Institute's research is that intentionally generated positive emotions can change this information or coding. So individuals can effectively initiate a repatterning process whereby habitual emotional patterns, underlying stress, are replaced with new healthier patterns that establish increased emotional stability, mental acuity, and physiological efficiency as a new familiar baseline or norm. What does that mean? That means if you are intentionally focusing on positive emotions, you can change your base vibration. So if you are normally a more negative person, but you make it your goal to be a more positive person and you really focus on positive emotions like gratitude, love, joy, and you do this over time, you will actually change your base vibration and become a more optimistic, positive person. So it is possible to reprogram ourselves and not be a victim of our genetics or our habits. In addition to that, our heart and our brain are communicating all the time, and most of the communication is actually coming from the heart. So the heart is sending out more neurological. So the heart is sending out more neurological signals to the brain than the brain does to the heart. So the heart is actually more powerful than our brain. And how does the heart communicate with the brain? It's neurologically via the transmission of nerve impulses, energetically via the magnetic fields that I've been just talking about. So every time our heart beats, it creates a magnetic field that you can actually measure. And the heart's magnetic field is communicating with all the cells in your body. The heart communicates with the brain also biochemically, via hormones and transmitting chemicals in the body, and biophysically via the blood flow, via the blood flow through your heart. It's also shown that the heart plays such a big role when it comes to our intuition. So the Heart Math Institute shows that the heart responds first to unknown events that the brain couldn't predict. It actually sent out measurably different I can't say this word. The heart sent out measurably different neurological signals to the brain in anticipation of that event. That's been a tough one. And as a consequence, the Heart Math Institute actually suggests that you direct your energy and your intention to your heart while meditating, because the heart really is the source of emotional intelligence, transferring intelligence to emotions and strengthening our ability to manage them. And how can we tie that all together? Well, if you think about it, the heart has this electromagnetic field, and the law of attraction is all about emotions. And if you put your hand on your heart and you really focus on an emotion, and if you focus on your heart, you can actually manage your emotions. And if you put your hands on your heart, that actually just helps with focusing on your emotions and how you feel. And if you put your hands on your heart and you focus on the emotion, and then you pair it with your imagination, that will really make your manifestation process so much more powerful, because you are using the heart's powerful electromagnetic field. And I urge you, just try it out. Put your hands on your heart right now and really focus on your heart and tell me what you feel. And I will guarantee you that you can actually feel your heart much stronger than you did before putting your hands on your heart. The last tool that I have for you is a little bit of a fun one that I really like to integrate, especially if you are in the beginning of your visualization efforts and your manifestation journey. I think this tool is very helpful, and it's basically putting a stone in your pocket wherever you go. And this technique comes from the book The Secret, and it's just a reminder for you to really implement more positive thoughts into your life. So if you put a stone into your pocket and you carry it with you wherever you are, and whenever you put your hands into your pocket and you feel a stone, or you actually see it because you put it out, you are reminded to think more positively. That really helps to discipline your thoughts and implement new beliefs and thought structures into your life. Because especially in the beginning of your journey, you're gonna forget about this work. You might do it in the morning and then you go about your day and you forget about manifesting and really thinking positively. But if you have a little reminder like a stone in your pocket, that can really help you to think about it throughout the day and really implement tiny little meditation or visualization breaks throughout your entire day. That will help you to stay on track with your manifestation efforts and becoming a more positive spiritual person. You can also set an intention when you put the stone into your pocket. You could say, whenever I touch, feel, or see the stone, I want to think a loving, positive thought. Or I want to remind myself of how beautiful my life is, or something else, whatever you want to do. Or you could say, whenever I feel a stone, I want to say my favorite affirmation. There are so many ways, but you can definitely give this stone an intention. You can also give this stone a meaning and say, this stone is helping me in all of my manifestation efforts, or this stone is helping me to become a better person, or a more loving person, or a more positive person. So you can definitely give it a meaning, whatever meaning you want. And obviously it doesn't have to be a stone. A stone is just an example. Maybe you've gotten a tiny little object from somebody that you love as a gift, and you can use that. And whenever you feel that little object or you see it, you can remind yourself of the love that you feel for the person that gave you that little gift. So it doesn't have to be a stone, obviously, but it should be a little reminder that can help you to implement more spiritual practices into your day. You can actually also use the stone to remind yourself of the 17 seconds rule. So whenever you feel it or you see it, you do the little 17 seconds or 68 seconds exercise. I really feel like these techniques are good for everybody, but especially for people that are only starting out, because we need little tips and tricks to really get on this journey. And it's all about the mind and the emotions and really disciplining ourselves. And little techniques and tips like this can really make a huge difference. And that's it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you have learned something new from it. Please let me know your favorite visualization or manifestation technique. I'm always happy to learn new ones, so please let me know in the comments below. Please also subscribe to my channel for more inspiring videos like this one. And you can also follow me on Instagram. My name is Lisa Marie Spiegel, and on my Instagram I share tips and tricks on how you can live your best life. So please also follow me on Instagram. I've got a link down in the info box below. And then I'm gonna see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye!